The newest updates surrounding the devastating forest fires in LA, drama surrounding the TikTok ban and unban, and exciting announcements about the 2025 Clemson Music Fest, all here right now on Clemson News Now. Hello, and thank you for tuning into our first episode of the semester. I'm Mara Kane.
And I'm Katie Pfeffer. Our first story takes us to our country's capital, where the presidential inauguration was held for our 46th President of the United States. On January 20th, Donald Trump and J.D. Vance were sworn into office. Trump's inauguration marked the beginning of his second term as president, while Vance began his term as the 50th vice president. The inauguration ceremony saw a mix of celebrations and discussions about the country's political future as Trump returns to the White House and Vance takes on his new role.
In his address to the nation, he promised great success and advancements going forward. He assured those in attendance and those watching from home of the prosperity that is to follow, as well as discussed some policies he intends to implement. There were a number of famous faces in attendance, including Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Country singer Carrie Underwood was also present as she sung the national anthem to kick off the ceremony.
Clemson is ready to jazz up the month of April as the second annual Clemson Music Fest comes to town. The exciting lineup was announced on January 13th with main performers including Jesse Murph, Big X the Plug, and All-American Rejects. Two-day event tickets are on sale now, with early bird individual day tickets going on sale tomorrow, January 31st. Last year's inaugural festival brought over 11,000 fans to Clemson Upper Intramural Field for over 15 hours of live music.
In addition to the music portions of the event, Clemson Music Fest serves as a major destination in the upstate area as a stimulant for local tourism and experiential learning opportunity for Clemson marketing students. This year's Music Fest will take place April 11th and 12th as students enjoy vendors, activities, and energetic live music environment. If this event struck a chord with you, be sure to grab tickets on the Clemson Music Fest website before they're gone.
Looking to our sports department, Toby, how are Clemson sports doing recently?
Well, Katie, the moment we've all been waiting for is finally here. Clemson's 2025 football schedule is officially out, and it's shaping up to be one for the books. The season kicks off on August 30th with a historic showdown against LSU. For the first time ever, these two powerhouse teams will meet in the regular season, and you know Death Valley is going to be absolutely rocking. October brings some exciting matchups as well, starting with a trip to North Carolina on the 4th. Clemson will face off against Bill Belichick's new-look squad. Yes, the legendary NFL coach is now bringing his expertise to Chapel Hill. Then, on October 18th, the Tigers return home to face SMU in a rematch after last season's thrilling last-second win in the ACC Championship. And finally, the regular season wraps up with the Palmetto Bowl in Columbia on November 29th, where Clemson will look to extend their win streak to 6 straight over their rival Gamecocks in Williams-Brice Stadium. With a loaded schedule ahead, can the Tigers make it back to the college football playoff and bring home another Clemson championship? Well, Tiger fans will have to wait until the ball is spotted to find out. But if you're looking for something thrilling right now, this Friday, January 31st, Clemson Gymnastics is back in action at Little John Coliseum for their home opener against Pittsburgh at 7 p.m. After an impressive performance last weekend at Cal, the Tigers are ready to repeat their narrow victory from earlier this month. Get there early because while the meet is officially sold out, a limited number of walk-up tickets will be available starting at 6 p.m. And trust us, you don't want to miss out. Come for the gymnastics, but stay for the fun. Orange carpet, glow sticks, and a chance to meet the athletes after the meet are only a sliver of what's to come. And as gymnastics wrap up at Little John, the men's basketball team is ready to hit the road and continue their exciting journey this season. After last year's Elite 8 run, the Tigers are quickly developing into something special with a 17-4 record while starting 9-1 in the ACC. Under Brad Brownell, the focus is on player development. Victor Lockin is working to become a more consistent presence in the paint alongside Ian Shefflin. Chauncey Wiggins has stepped up this season, averaging 9.3 points per game and improving his all-around play, especially in the Tigers' recent win at Virginia Tech, where he delivered key shooting in the absence of Chase Hunter. The bench is also stepping up. Dylan Hunter, Jake Heidbreder, and Del Jones are all contributing, with Heidbreder and Jones gaining Brownell's trust early on in their first seasons with Clemson. It's not just about trying to replicate last year's success. It's about developing into a team that peaks when it matters most. With an off week before this weekend's matchup against NC State, the Tigers are hungry to keep improving and be ready to make a deep run in March. This season may be a different story, but it's just as exciting as ever. So as always, let's go Tigers. Back to you at the desk.
The month of January has been proven to be devastating for California's greater LA area as fires continue to consume over 50,000 acres of land and property. Among the most devastating, the Palisades Fire, Eaton Fire, and Hughes Fire have attracted a national attention. Californians have continued to share their testimonies as the fire reaches residential communities.
These fires have been responsible for the loss of over 16,000 structures and almost 30 deaths. The insufficient rainfall causing these fires makes this a major natural disaster that will affect thousands of people for years to come. Fortunately, the largest fires have reached at least 95% containment as firefighters and other emergency responders take valiant action to aid victims and attempt to protect their property.
Some estates report that the economic toll may be near $50 billion, with other effects such as displaced families and severe environmental damages looming over California's residents. Our hearts certainly go out to all of those affected by this tragedy. Those wishing to help in light of this event can search local relief efforts in their area.
In other news, the TikTok drama continues as many are still left questioning what may become of the popular app for us citizens this year. For those who don't know, Trump made headlines on January 18th with his decision to delay the ban on TikTok in the U.S. The ban, initiated under the previous administration, had temporarily allowed the app to operate, but Trump's executive order on his first day back in office grants a 75-day extension. This extension is meant to allow Trump and his advisors to further examine the national security risks posed by the platform.
Despite the order, legalities remain unclear. Under federal law, it's still illegal for U.S. companies to distribute or update TikTok due to its ownership by the Chinese company ByteDance. Trump's orders appears to grant a loophole, allowing companies to continue to provide the app. However, this could lead to massive fines for up to $5,000 per user, leading to potentially billions of dollars in fines if companies continue to distribute the app. As the final decision is still in limbo, the TikTok future remains uncertain.
We now go to Ann for the weather forecast in Tigertown.
Well, Tigers, the cold is finally starting to let up. The cold weather will stick around for the weekend with highs near 60. Moving into next week, the warm weather will roll in with highs in the 70s and lows in the upper 40s. As we get to the end of next week and into next weekend, the temperatures will drop a little as some rain moves into the area. Be sure to enjoy some time outside with this nice weather. Back to you, Katie.
Thank you, Ann. Our last story is a truly exciting one. A young baseball fan has gone viral after packing a signature Paul Skeens card. The 11-year-old boy opened a pack to find the autographed card of the Pittsburgh Pirates' top prospect, Paul Skeens. The young fan was approached with an amazing offer from the Pirates, which included 30 years of season tickets behind home plate at PNC Park, as well as the opportunity to play a softball game on the field. Despite this life-changing offer, the boy declined, opting instead to auction it off at a Fanatics Collect March premiere auction.
That's all we have for today. Tune in next week for all your news, nationally and locally. I'm Mara Kane.
And I'm Katie Pfeffer. Clemson News Now.